Hello, Professor. The first thing you're going to want to do is go to our company website, web.stratexsimulations.com. Then you click on Sign In. You select an instructor or a teaching assistant. Input the username and password that was given to you. Click on Submit. You are now in your instructor's account. Click on Courses and Quotations. Select Create a New Course, Get a Quotation. Input a course name of your liking. In this case, I'm going to pick BrandPRO as the name. You have the option of putting a course description. Select the university where the course will take place. If you're a professor teaching in multiple universities, make sure to select the correct university. Simulation. Select the simulation, in this case, BrandPRO. Course type. Is it a full-time program, a corporate program, a part-time and executive program? In this case, full-time program. How many participants will be attending your course? Let's go with 30 for the example. From, when do you want your course to start? I suggest picking the day you're creating your course. 2, when do you want your course to end? Let's say February 19th. Make sure that the end date is actually the last day that the students can access the simulation. So if you want to give them homework assignments or projects, give them extra time. So let's go with February 26th. Your professor name and instructor's email will appear automatically here. Who will be purchasing the licenses? Is it the participants purchasing the packs? The university? Do you already have your packs? For this example, I will go with test course. Next, select Create Course. You're about to create a new BrandPRO course. Do you wish to continue? Select Yes. Once you have selected Yes, you will get a message saying that we will activate the course within 48 hours. We usually activate the course within a few hours. We put 48 hours in case maybe you are creating your course on a Friday night. We will not validate before Monday. Once your course is created, you can access your course here by clicking on your course. So on the left-hand side, you have course description. So the ID of the course, the name of the course. If you have any additional instructors in your course, they will appear here. And once your participants are registered, instead of saying no registered participants, in our case, it will say 30 registered participants. On the right-hand side, you have Edit Course. This is if you want to modify your course profile. So name, description, instructor's email, and dates. You can do it here. Next, you have Add Instructor. This is if you want to add another instructor to your course so that he or she can help you. You simply input the instructor assistant's username. Then you click on Search. When you find it, you click on the instructor and you click on Submit here. And here your instructor will appear. And you can have as many additional instructors as you wish. Here, email to participants. If you want to email to participants, once the students are fully registered in your course, you can click here, Get Started with BrandPRO. You can modify this message. We created a template. So once your students are registered, if you click on Send here, the students will receive all the necessary information they need in order to access the simulation. Next thing you will want to do is click on Create Teams. Select which language do you want to use this course, either English or Spanish. Click on Next. How many participants will take your course? We said 30 for this example. Click on Next. How many teams do you want in your course? Since we say 3 to 4 participants per team and we have 30, I will go with 10 teams. click on Next. Make sure that everything looks okay. If you're satisfied, click on Next. If you want to modify, go to Previous. So here your teams are being created. Some of your teams are still being created. Once they're created, you will see this X happening. We can come back to this later since it will take a few minutes. Since you have multiple teams, the more teams, the longer it will take. Once you have done that, click on Download Pre-filled Participant Registration File. You will see this Excel file show up. You click on it. Click on Enable Editing. And here you will enter the student packs. First name of the student, last name of the student, email of the student, and what team do you want to assign them to. And this is by numbers. So you want to assign this participant to, let's say, team 1, you put it here. You want to assign this participant to team 10, this one to team 7, and so forth. But always put numbers. Once you're satisfied, you go here and you save your file to your computer. So make sure to save it. Once you've saved it, you go to Upload and Process Participant Registration File. Choose the file on your computer. Click on Upload and Process Participant Registration File. Wait a few seconds, and you will get another Excel file that will show up with the results to show you whether the participants are correctly registered in the course. Once they're correctly registered in the course, here, no registered participants, it will be 30 registered participants. Here you have the team passwords for you. Next, you can go to Monitor Teams. And here you have all your teams. You'll have the number of participants in your team. You'll have the year, the decision year they're in, and the current decision status. Here, if they've made any errors or warnings, they will appear here. The first thing you want to do when you start your course is click on Start Decisions. If you don't click on Start Decisions, the students will not be able to play the simulation. If for some reason you want to stop decisions for the students, you simply can click on Stop Decisions. Once the students have started playing the simulation, you'll have another button here that will be displayed that will say Cancel Run. And this command is to allow a particular team to rerun its latest decision. This may be useful in case the team makes a serious error in its decisions, such as mixing the prices of 2 brands. A warning message is displayed explaining that its current results will be erased by this action. If you wish to continue, the team data is restored to its previous state as per the most recent simulation run just prior to the error, and their year number is decreased by 1. Inform the teams when this is done so that they can adjust their decision and rerun the simulation. So, if you want to cancel run, for example, if you're in period 4, they've made a mistake and you want to take them back to period 3 so that they can rectify the mistake, you simply click on cancel run and they can rectify the mistake and move on to the following year. So what do we have up here? Debrief charts. So you have it for each team. So this is a tool to announce and debrief results at the end of the exercise, which presents a predefined series of graphs and charts aimed at disclosing the most important results. If you want to share it with your team, you can simply click on the team, get URL, you can copy paste this URL and send it to the team so that they can access it and no one else will be able to see it. Here you have plot compare results. This is in addition to the charts provided in Debrief and Chart. So this tool provides supplementary graphical and charting capabilities. It may be useful if you want to deepen your analysis of results. For instance, if you want to zoom in a particular period brand or view the data in units or in value. So same concept with the URL. Then you have grade teams. This is a tool to grade teams at the end of the course based on their performance in the simulation. So here we've put OPI as 100 as default. So you can, as a professor, you can choose as your liking how you would like to distribute the hundreds. The sum of the weight must be to 100, but it's up to you to decide where you want to put the units. If you want to put, for example, let's say 20 here, 80 here. Up to you as a professor. Here we explain, we have the description of the KPIs and we have the units. You can configure the grading formula here as well to your liking. And once you're done, you click on calculate and you will get the grades. Here, performance results, performance report. So for each team, you'll have this information. And as they progress throughout the year, you'll get the information for each year. So now that we've seen how to run the instructor side, as a professor, you can enter any team here by clicking on the team, and you enter and you see exactly the same thing as the students in that team. As if you're a student, you can even make decisions for that team. Let's take, for example, team 1. You click here and you've entered team 1 as if you're a participant. So the first thing you see here is prepare, analyze, decide, which is the same thing on the left-hand side. Prepare, analyze, decide. Here you can input a team name of your liking. So getting started. So if you click on getting started, here you see key information on mission, market, consumers, your competitors, and your role. Then you have brand strategy concepts. You have targeting strategy, so evaluating segment attractiveness and competitive positioning. Positioning strategy, showing the perceptual map. Product strategy, influencing brand value through R&D. Pricing strategy, and communication strategy. Then you have decision process, an overview of the team application, so the analyze, decide, run. Once you've done preparing, you can start analyzing. So we have 5 reports in analyzing. We have company report, So firm-specific data, including a simplified profit and loss statement, brand contribution, brand market shares, brand prices, costs and contribution, brand physical attributes. Market dashboard. Overview of financial and marketing results at firm and brand levels, share price index, revenues, profits, market shares and volume and value, and brand sales. Market facts. Market newsletter providing detailed information on competing brands, sales and market shares, prices, unit production costs, physical attributes, estimated marketing and sales resources. Market segment. Detailed market research on market segments, including all the necessary information to conduct a proper segment evaluation. Ladder of adoption, brand sales and shares by segments, market forecasts, consumer preferences in terms of attributes. And of course, as you move on to different years, you will pick the year here. So this is the perceptual maps. So it provides a three-dimensional view of consumer perceptions and competitive landscape. Participants can see competitive threats and market opportunities, make positioning decisions, anticipate consumer need evolution, and check the relative importance of dimension. So once you've done analyzing, you can decide. So you have targeting. So allocation of marketing and sales resources across consumer segments and brands. You have product, modification of the brand physical attributes through R&D. The brand can be modified along any of the four attributes, which are features, battery life, display size, and processing power. You have pricing, setting the retail price for each of the two brands. Communication. So you select the two dimensions on which you want to communicate and where on the perceptual maps you would like to position your brand. And then we have forecasting. And this is not a decision, it's a tool. It's to help participants estimate their next period revenues and contributions. So once you've done making your decisions, you can preview. It's a review of past and current decisions for each brand, Mojo and Moon. So once you're satisfied with your decisions, you can simply come here and click on Run, and you will move on to the next year, which will be year 2 for this case. Here you can check if you have any errors or warnings. By simply clicking on it, and it will tell you the errors or warnings you have. So here you have team info. So only one team member can enter decisions at a time. So if you're stuck on a decision that you cannot make because a team member is on the decisions, you simply click on team info. And here you will see all the team members that are logged in and on what decision pages they're in, and you can disconnect them and take over the decisions. Next, you have the guide. So the participant guide is here. Here you can print the analyze. So the reports, you can print them here. And lastly, when you're finished and you want to log out, please do not click here to log out, but click on log out here so that you're properly logged out. If you need further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out at help@stratix.com if you need any support. Thank you.